is in great need of trail makers. Wherever the spirit goes, if there are trails, the body can follow also. The trail maker does not just rise above others to the peaks. He makes it possible for others to rise too. The trail takes us uphill into the winds of the world. The trail leads us upwards towards beauty, towards inspiration, towards the source of the soul. Lorenzo Grassi was born in the village of Falmenta in the mountainous province of Piedmont in Italy on the 20th of December, 1890. In his adolescence, he became a woodsman, working with his father cutting trees in the forests near Grenoble, France. At the age of 20, Lawrence emigrated to Canada, where he worked as a section hand for the Canadian Pacific Railway near Thunder Bay. In 1913, he allowed the railway to bring him west to the Rockies, where he worked on the rugged Hector section of Yoho National Park. In the high and stony silence of the Great Divide, Grassi found his home. In September of 1916, Grassi left the railway to become a miner in Canmore. Though he spent 30 years underground, Grassi never for a moment abandoned his great enthusiasm for the peaks. It was not long before Lawrence was recognized as an accomplished mountaineer. Though small in stature, Grassi was a powerful man who made some important first ascents in the Rockies. Though it is not formally acknowledged, Grassi made the first solo ascent of Mount Assiniboine, a feat accomplished in the summer of 1925. Grassi and another Canmore miner were the first to climb the east face of Cascade Mountain, up the almost vertical wall that rises above the waterfall. In August of 1926, Grassi and another miner also claimed the first ascent of the impressive Eisenhower Tower on Castle Mountain, an ascent that brought Grassi's abilities to the attention of the Alpine Club of Canada. Club members eagerly sought Grassi's leadership when they wanted to climb renowned Mount Louis near Banff. Long recognized as one of the classic difficult rock climbs in North America. Grassi's made more ascents of this mountain than any man alive. In 1936, Lawrence was invited to join a highly touted combined Canadian and American expedition that hoped to make the first ascent of remote Mount Waddington, the highest of the Coast Range peaks. Though bad weather prevented their success, Grassi's name became a household word in those circles where courage, stamina, and mountaineering finesse were considered strong elements of personal character. Though Lawrence Grassi loved to climb, he also loved to make trails. As early as 1924, when a labor strike closed the mine for weeks, Grassi spent the summer building trails from his backyard to the lakes and viewpoints above Canmore. A man of nearly superhuman strength, Grassi usually worked alone, building trail after trail in what is now the Kananaskis, in Banff, and at Skokie near Lake Louise. But the most famous of all his trail work is in Yoho at Lake O'Hara, where he went to work as the area's first park warden in the summer of 1956. Though much of the early trail work at O'Hara had been done by Tommy Link and Carson Simpson, who had created the Lake O'Hara Trails Club in 1949, new paths up the steep walls and through the broken rock to Lake Wisa and MacArthur Lake demanded more engineering ability than the club's ambitious volunteer founders possessed. Grassi's fine trails give one an appreciation for the ledge, for the edge from which it is possible to safely experience the grandeur of the abyss and the overwhelmingly vertical nature of the peaks. Grassi's epic commitment to making the O'Hara region accessible to visitors is commemorated on the Wisa Trail. Others, too, acknowledge the spirit and the generosity of this humble man. The famous parliamentarian J.S. Woodsworth met Grassi in 1937. The world needs Grassis, he told the House of Commons in 1938. In the realm of the spirit and the search after truth, in the field of social relationships, in international affairs, we need trail makers, men who will seek new paths, make the rough places smooth, bridge the chasms that now prevent human progress, point the way to higher levels and loftier achievements. Retiring from trail building a few months short of his 75th birthday, Lawrence Grassi lived out his remaining days in Canmore. In the end, just as in the beginning, Grassi continued to have a profound impact on everyone he met. In his honor, Twin Lakes above Canmore were renamed for him. Also, in honor of his generosity, courage, and mountain spirit, this school is so named. Lawrence Grassi, trailmaker of the Rockies.